Reverently, Joseph takes the body of Jesus from the cross. Nicodemus helps Joseph wrap the body in linen cloth and place it in Joseph's garden tomb. The next day, the chief priests and Pharisees go to Pilate. Jesus said that after 3 days he would rise from the dead. Give the order for your soldiers to seal the tomb. We don't want Jesus' disciples to steal his body and claim that Jesus rose from the dead. Take the soldiers you need. Set up a guard until after the 3rd day. So the tomb is sealed with a heavy stone, and Roman soldiers stand guard. That's the last we'll hear about this man who called himself the Son of God. But before the sun can rise on Sunday morning, the earth suddenly shudders violently. An angel of the Lord rolls the heavy stone aside. The soldiers fall to the ground in terror. When the earthquake subsides, they flee back to the city. At dawn that morning, Mary Magdalene and other friends of Jesus hurry to the tomb. Now that the Sabbath is over, they want to put spices on Jesus' body for a proper burial. They wonder who will help them move the stone. But when they reach the garden, the tomb, it's open. Mary runs back to Jerusalem to tell Peter and John that someone has stolen Jesus' body. The other women go in the tomb and find an angel seated there. Don't be frightened. Jesus is risen. Go and tell his disciples. When Peter and John hear Mary's news, they race to the tomb to see for themselves. Only his burial cloths are here. What does that mean? He rose from the dead. He said he would, but we didn't believe him. By the time Mary returns to the garden, the others have gone. She stands outside the tomb crying. Someone speaks to her. Why are you crying? If you have taken Jesus' body, please tell me where you put it. Tenderly, Jesus speaks Mary's name. She recognizes his voice now. Master! Jesus' friends, who are not the only ones to hear the news, The guards from the tomb go straight to the priests to tell them what happened. Alarmed, the priests don't want anyone to hear the truth, so they come up with a devious plan. Here, take this money. Tell people that Jesus' disciples stole his body while all of you were asleep. While the soldiers spread this lie, Jesus joins 2 of his followers as they are traveling. He keeps them from recognizing him, and he explains to them what the scriptures say about his own death. The prophets said that the Christ would have to suffer before he could be the Savior of the world. He eats with them in Emmaus. When Jesus blesses the bread and hands it to his followers, they suddenly recognize him. Jesus! And just as suddenly, Jesus vanishes from their sight.